With Switch 2 and Xbox Series S, you're expanding the hardware specs quite considerably. Was it challenging to make the game work on these consoles?
そうですね、with this multi-platform approach for FF7 Remake and Rebirth, because of the fact that we actually launched the PC versions for both Remake and Rebirth after the original PlayStation launches, the entire dev team were able to kind of gain a lot of insight and knowledge about how to develop these versions for other platforms. So this time it was for the PC, but because of that experience, we had a lot of again, knowledge and insights on how to approach the developments for other platforms, and we were able to kind of leverage that know-how for the Xbox and Switch versions as well this time around. So we didn't feel like there were any particular struggles with this development. I think we were able to take a really optimal and best approach that we could ever take for both the Xbox and Switch versions.
The development of the game was quite staggered, PS5 first, then PC, then Xbox and Switch 2. As a creator, do you personally prefer it like this, or you'd like all the versions to come out at the same time?
Looking at all the specific platform markets of PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch, you got a lot of dedicated fan bases, and it's not just the players, it's the medias too. Looking closely at how each title performs and such. So when you take those facts into consideration, we think from that perspective, I do believe it's very important to release our titles in all platforms at the same time. By doing that, I think it gives a better opportunity to have all players throughout all platforms to be excited more about our games.
Portable PCs are quite popular nowadays, but they are constrained in terms of performance. Do you see them more as a challenge or as an opportunity?
So in terms of whether there are any concerns with the performances and specs going down with these handheld releases, personally I don't feel any concerns. I actually think of it in an opposite way. So you mentioned that it's if you think about it in a certain way, we're not really squeezing it down to handheld devices. It's more so a positive change for us that we're now in an era where we have handheld devices that are capable of running these HD titles. So I think that's a very positive thing that we would want to continue to leverage. We're now in a landscape where more and more players are playing with their handheld devices, so the Steam Deck, the Switch 2, and the ROG device. And then for both FF7 Remake and Rebirth, for the Steam release, we were able to receive the verified status for the Steam Deck. And we looked at the numbers and we learned that a remarkable number of players are actually playing on the Steam Deck, which is a really positive thing for us. So we do feel that players are playing with the handheld devices, Steam Decks, Nintendo Switch 2 and the Xbox, the new Xbox handheld device, it's going to be a more common occurrence to see more players play with the handheld devices of their game platforms. So I think that number is just going to expand more and more as we go on. So I think it's going to be huge, not just a huge business opportunity for us as a company, but as a creator, I do want to look into that more and kind of proactively set up a platform environment where we will release more of our titles for those handheld devices.
As PC become more mobile devices are getting closer to gaming platforms in terms of power. Do you have any ambition to release your games on mobile, and is there a market for HD games to be released on mobile as is, with a full-price one-time purchase without adding services and microtransactions?
So I think that's a really great question, but currently at this moment I'm not really considering or thinking about the expanding into the smartphone realm. So when you look at as a premium title, right, not as the free title, there's multiple reasons to this, but so when you look at the smartphone landscape or smartphone market, most players prefer to play the free smartphone titles where you enhance your experience with the MTX or microtransaction, as opposed to the premium title where you would just pay once and play the entire game. So because of that, I don't think it really makes sense from a business perspective for us to kind of branch into that smartphone area at this moment in time. But as the time goes on and when the market landscape changes, shifts from the live subscription service type of games, maybe there is an opportunity for us, and that's certainly something that we would like to consider. But yeah, at this moment, I don't foresee that we'd be able to have a lot of players play our games in smartphones, so that's not something we're actively considering. But there are other formats that we can consider alternatively, like maybe cloud gaming, or like games that's offered through different methods, like a Fire Stick. That's something that we can maybe consider too. So I think there are a lot of possibilities that we can think about.
It's not about Intergrade, but I'd likely be stoned if I didn't ask you how the development of Part 3 is going.
そうですね、非常に順調に So development for the third title is progressing very smoothly right now. Me personally, I wish I could tell you a lot about it, but unfortunately I can't really speak to a lot at this time. That said, please give us a bit more time until when we can announce a bit more. It's been 10 years since I first got involved with this project, and I consider myself to be one of the biggest fans of the original FF7. And the biggest fan, me, I'm pretty confident with how the third title is turning up right now, so I hope to see a lot of fans look forward to the third title of our remake project. So.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this interview, please like it and subscribe to our channel. And if you so wish, leave your feedback and opinions in the comments. Your input and support are always highly appreciated. We hope to see you soon here on the channel and every day on Simulation Daily.